today's practice, have your yoga mat and a chair. And if you would like some music, you're welcome to turn on some music as well. Go ahead and big breath in. And exhaling down, lifting and lowering the chin. Tuning into our breath. Nice big inhale. And an even longer exhale. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Again. Two more. And the last one. Excellent. Turning our right foot out, coming into our warrior two position. We're going to be bending and straightening that knee. So we're going to come out into our warrior two and inhale, pulling the breath into your heart center. Exhale, pushing it out and pulling it back. Reaching out, just like when we reach into our feature. Pulling in those resources that we need, pushing away those things that don't work for us. Two more on this side. And last one here. Pulling it in, turning that foot in. Inhaling up. This time we're going to add those feet and pull it down, exhaling down. Inhaling, lifting up, feeling lighter. Exhaling as we pull down into our belly. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Internally rotating those hands to the belly. Inhale, lift. Two more. And last one here. Excellent. Inhale up, adjust those feet into our warrior two on this side. I'm gonna pull it in. Inhaling energy into our heart center. Exhaling again, pressing away those things that don't keep us energized, pulling in energy from our surroundings. And one more. And coming in, taking those arms out. We got our feet back into that base. Hands here. We're going to turn one arm down and the other one up. So we're just continuing to internally and externally rotate at the shoulder. Exhale as you look towards that palm. Inhale, center. Exhale as you look towards that palm. Two more each side. Last one here. And last one here. Excellent. Releasing those down. Shrug those shoulders back and around. We're gonna turn our feet so they're parallel to one another, and we're just gonna shift side to side, letting the acetabulum move along the femur, giving that a little bit of a stretch here. Kind of dropping that hip, dropping that shoulder. Your weight in your heels. Couple more each side. Last one here on the right. And last one here on the left. Coming center. Now that that's stretched out a little bit, turn those toes. So then we're going to take our exhale all the way down to the floor, hinging over. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling down. And inhaling up. You're pulling your back down the wall and then hinging at the hips. Two more. And last one. Excellent. Coming back up. We come back to that warrior two on that right side. And we're going to cross the wrists and then open, alternating which side is on top. Working through some other internal and external rotation in that transverse plane. Exhaling as you come in, inhale as you open. Working our way up to and even past that elbow if you're able. One more time each side. The next time that right arm ends up on top, we're going to bind it up into our eagle arms. Bring them in, thumbs facing you, gently lifting up. Two more breaths. And slowly releasing those arms. Inhale, turning that leg in. Exhaling down. Shrug those shoulders a couple of times. And then set up that left side. And that nice warrior two base, hips nice and level. Opening, exhaling as we come across. Inhale as we open. Two more each side. Next time that left arm ends up on top, we'll bind it up into those eagle arms. Left arm on top, thumbs facing you, gently lifting up, stretching through the back of that shoulder. Excellent. And slowly release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale down. Bring those legs in just a little bit. We're going to go into our cow face, taking that right arm behind the back. So reaching it over towards the hip before bending the elbow, reaching up. Other hand comes up, gently reaching towards that other hand. If you can grab it, fantastic. If not, you're welcome to use a strap if you would like. Gently pressing your head back into that arm. Soft micro bend in the knees. Feet are slightly turned out. Enjoying the sensations. Once again, we're internally rotated in that right arm, externally rotated in that top arm. Two more breaths. And inhale, open. Excellent. Shrug those shoulder blades. Excellent. Take the arms out. Right arm comes up. Left arm comes over. We're reaching up. You'll find that your dominant hand cannot go behind your back as far. Gently reaching up, pressing that head back. Again, internally and externally rotated. This reminds us to seek our answers inside as well as outside of our bodies for guidance, helping us to find our path. Soft bend in the knees, softening the hips. Excellent. And inhale, open up. Exhale down. Big inhale up. And exhaling, hands, heart center. Fantastic. Grab a drink, and then we will move to the chair. Alrighty, so grabbing our chair, make sure it's nice and stable. We're going to be in that hinged position. We're just going to shift our weight forward and back. So take your feet nice and wide and come past your shoulders and then shifting back. So we're just working the shoulder blade against the arm. When our arms are out of space, we're doing the exact opposite. So we are doing a little bit of closed chain activity here with the shoulders. Forward and back. Softening the knees as you come back. Two more. And last one. Excellent. So we're just going to shift side to side, just kind of like we were in the beginning. The hips, the arms are doing a little different. Something a little different here. Two more each side. Excellent. We're going to bring those feet in just a little bit, about the distance of your chair. So the hand that stays on the chair is the hand that's going to be in that closed chain. The other hand is going to come by the ear. And we're going to inhale as we open, bending that knee. Inhale. Exhale that elbow back down towards the chair. Inhale and exhale. So we're just doing some horizontal abduction and adduction. both in a closed chain with that bottom hand and open chain in the top. Inhale as we open, exhale as we come down. Alternating that knee bend. Two more. And last one. Excellent. Round out through the spine. A few little cat and cows here. Inhale, release those hips. Exhale, tuck under, pull the belly button to the spine, lifting that pelvic floor. And inhale. And exhale. Two more. And last one. Excellent. Coming up, bringing up. I'm gonna move my chair so my working arm is towards you. Line up those feet again about the width of the chair length. That back hand or your other hand, if you didn't change directions, now becomes our closed chain. Open chain up here. Remember, we're shifting those legs. Exhaling as we come down. Inhale as we open. And exhale down. Inhale, lift. Two more. And last one. Excellent. Opening up, bringing that arm down. Once again, come back into that cat and cow. Exhaling as you round out. Inhale as you flatten. And then kind of shift your tailbone up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, lift. Couple more. And last one. Excellent. So we're going to go into a spinal balance. So opposite hand from leg. You're going to reach over the back of the chair, bring it in. Exhale, inhale, lift. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lift. Two more. And last one. Excellent. Release down. Over to the other side. Bring that knee up. Allowing yourself to reach forward. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach long. Last two. And last one. Excellent. So now let's work on a little bit of stability now that we've been moving. Let's take that leg out. Find your balance, soft bend in that back leg. We're gonna walk the hands up to the back of the chair, finding your comfort zone. If you're feeling comfortable and confident, lift those arms up off the chair, pushing through that standing leg. But anytime you need to come back to the chair or to the seat, you're welcome to do that. Have the front of that hip shining right at the floor. 2 more breaths. And releasing down, pulling that in. Moving to the other side, finding your balance. And that leg we were just holding up there. Send that other leg back. Front of the hip shining to the floor. Soft micro bend in the knees. Hands come up the back of the chair. When you're ready, you can leave the chair or not. Releasing our hands to the floor or to the chair, feet to the floor. And we're going to just sit back in a modified version of a down dog. Stretch into that back. Two more breaths. And shift your knees towards your toes, hands on top of the knees. Exhaling as you round out to the top. Inhale up the top. Exhaling the hands down, heart center. Grab a drink, and then we will move on. Go ahead and turn our chair to our left side. And then you'll have a seat. Once again, with the chair turned to your left side. So you're going to have your left arm behind the back of the chair. And you're sitting back fairly far, so a good part of your thigh is on the chair. So we're gonna inhale, open. Exhale as we come around, lengthen through the spine, use that chair to give us some rotation. Backhand is gonna help give us a little bit of a push. Inhale, open, that backhand stays behind the back of the chair. Exhale. Think of really wringing things out. Inhale and exhale. Take your head and your eyes around, reaching behind you. And exhale. Bring your attention to this lobe of the lung as you inhale, inflate, and then exhale, wring it out. Two more. And last one. Excellent. So we're going to release the chair, sliding forward just a little bit so your feet can be flat on the floor. And then we're going to take the arm out in front and the other arm in back into a bit of a revolving warrior. However, our feet are not in a warrior two yet. So looking at your backhand for me. Two more breaths. And big inhale as you totally release back to the front. So move into a seated cat and cow, hinging forward so that you're not touching the chair back. Exhale as you round out, tucking that tailbone under. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, round out. Inhale, come up. Two more. And last one. Excellent. Weighting your heels, coming into a chair pose. You're welcome to have your hands out or at your heart center, whichever feels most comfortable, or even on your knees. Slight tuck in the tailbone. Feel it stretching through the lower back so you're not dumping in any of your joints. Imagine squeezing a ball between those knees, lifting through the arches. Two more breaths. Relax, inhale, push through the floor, bringing the arms up with that inhale. Exhaling all the way down. We're going to stand here in a mountain pose for just a few breaths. Palms facing forward. Let's make sure we've got everything engaged, starting from the ground up. So lifting through the arches, squeezing through the knees, gently pull the tailbone under, squeezing those thighs, lifting that pelvic floor, squeezing the shoulder blades back and down, engaging the palms. Imagine you're pulling your head back and down, and relaxing your eyes and your tongue. Continuing to breathe here. Feeling all four corners of our feet, finding our balance. And exhale, releasing the hands down. Go ahead and rotate your chair so the back is now on your right side. And take a seat again. Sitting all the way back. Make sure both feet are touching the floor. Make sure if you have a wall behind you, you're far enough away that when you rotate, you won't run into that wall. Shoulder shrugs. Bring them forward. Excellent. Bringing that backhand behind the back of that chair. Inhaling as we open. Exhaling as we grab the front of the chair. Backhand gives you that lift and rotate, bringing it out. Inhale, breathing into our future. And as we exhale and rotate, exhaling, letting go of our past, what's behind us. Inhale, opening up to opportunities. Exhaling, releasing those challenges. Breathing in new ideas and creativity. And releasing, bringing out bad, negative energy. remembering sometimes that our past helps create our new future. Breathing in and exhaling, rotating, releasing, lengthening through our spine, building strength from the past to propel us into our future. Need 2 more. And last one. Bring that breath into that lobe of the lung and holding here, continuing to lengthen through the spine. Allowing yourself to become longer, even though it's more difficult to breathe in this position. Focusing on our breath. And one more big breath in and exhale. And as you inhale, release the head, the neck, the chest, the ribs, and the abdominals coming back to the front, sliding forward so your arm can clear that chair back. And exhale, round out. And inhale, come up. Tucking that tailbone under. And then pressing it back behind us, squeezing those shoulder blades back and down. Exhaling, rounding out. Turn so you can see from the side. And then coming up. Really articulating through that back, rounding it out. All the way up into the thoracic spine, lumbar spine. And then cow. Couple more. And last one. Excellent. Shoulders down your back. We're going to come out of our seat in our chair position. Again, you have the option of hands above your head, heart center, at your knees. Find what works for you in this pose here. Gently tuck that tailbone under. Think of squeezing something between the knees while still lifting through the arches so those legs are nice and active. And on your next exhale, push through the floor. Big inhale up at the top. Moving into our mountain pose, find that comfortable position. Feet are about hip distance apart. Bottoms up, lifting through the arches, engaging the legs all the way up. Gently tuck that tailbone under, shoulders down your back. Palms are active, head is active. And let's bring our attention inward by closing our eyes and relaxing your tongue. While you're standing here, I want you to use your tongue and draw some circles on the roof of your mouth clockwise. And now counterclockwise. And swallow a couple of times. Continuing to breathe. Now take your tongue at the corner of your mouth, following your top lip up and around. and then your bottom leg. Continuing around, up and around. And change direction. And then slowly relaxing your tongue again, relaxing your arms, relaxing your legs. Inhale, lifting up. And exhaling, slowly begin peeking between those eyelashes. Bringing the hands, heart center. Fantastic. Grab another drink. A little tickle on the nose there. All righty, coming back to our chair. Bring our chair off to our right side. We're going to bring our right leg out and up into our warrior two position. So we're just going to come back so it's straight and then back over so that knee is over the ankle. Just coming back and forth. Feel that nice stretch. Have that knee track over and towards the pinky toe. Trying to keep those hips nice and level. Two more. Right back here. And last one, we're going to stay here, reaching that hand to the instep, gently pressing that elbow into the arm, into a modified version of our triangle. Anchoring against that leg, allow yourself a little bit more rotation if you're able. If you'd like to stay here, you're welcome to. Or if you'd like to lengthen through that leg, flexing that foot. Into another variation of our triangle, soft bend in that back knee. That arm begins to get tired, you're welcome to bring it to the low back. And as you exhale, coming up, grab the back of the knee, bring that in, and rotate back to the front. We're going to push forward and then hinge over that leg. You're welcome to keep the hands here, or you can go above the head, coming down to the seat. Find what works for you. We're inhaling and exhaling. Two more. And last one. Excellent. Let's hold in our variation of our warrior one. Soft bend in that back knee. Check in. Think of lining up your second toe at the middle of your kneecap up to that hip. Square up your hips. Make sure you're not dumping one way or the other. On your exhale, press back and away, gently lifting that foot, lengthening through the spine, hinging over for a variation of our Hastapata. So you can hold onto the chair or onto the foot. You're welcome to stay here if you'd like to explore that full expression of our Hastapata. You're welcome to lift it up off that chair. Again, that's your choice. Two more breaths here. Excellent. Grabbing the back of the knee, bringing that up, releasing that down. Woo. Move that chair over to your left side. Before we move into that left side, let's do a few hip circles, kind of integrating that change in that right hip. Excellent. Bring that left leg up onto that chair and just shifting back and forth. Check in, make sure those hips are not moving up and down, up and down. Shifting over that ankle, back over your standing ankle. If you need to give yourself a little bit more room, slide yourself back. Exhale as you come over. Inhale as you press away. Two more. And last one. Bending that knee, bring that hand to that instep. Again, for that variation of our triangle pose, using that arm to anchor against that leg, give us that nice rotation. You're welcome to bring that arm up or keep it on that hip, soft bend in that back knee. You're welcome to stay here in this position or going into another variation of our triangle, lengthening through that leg. Ooh, pulling the toes up. Still maintaining that soft bend in the back foot. And as you inhale, come up, grab the back of that knee. We're going to rotate towards that leg. Pop it in if you need to. Start moving forward and back. Changing over that hip. You would like to start adding those arms. Coming up into that variation of our warrior one. And then exhaling over. Standing half splits. Hastapata. Lifting that toe or not. Big inhale as you come up and exhaling over. Two more. And last one. Coming up, you're gonna hold in that warrior one pose, soft bend in that knee, gently tuck that tailbone under. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, pressing away from that chair, coming forward into that forward fold over that leg. Flexing that foot. You're welcome to stay here. And you can explore that Hastapata holding anywhere on the leg, coming up. Of course, you can do it with the toe grip as well, coming up above that chair. Find where you would like to be today. And explore where you might want to challenge yourself a little bit. And as you inhale, come up, grab the back of that knee, set that leg down. Woo. And again, do those figure eights. Couple more each direction. Inhaling as we lift up. Exhaling over, we're gonna reach for that chair, pushing back into our hips, into another variation of our down dog. You're welcome to stay here or come into that nice forward fold. Two more breaths. Walking the hands out, be careful not to hit your head on your chair, coming down onto all fours. And if you're able to come up next to a wall, I encourage you to come up to a wall, or you can use the chair to put your legs up on the chair. If you are coming up the wall, you want to scoot nice and close. So you've got one cheek up on the wall. And then you're gonna slide up and over, letting those feet be up the wall. And just walking those shoulder blades underneath your body into a variation of our Shavasana. After all that stretching, letting gravity help pull some of the fluid from our lower extremities up into the hips. Your legs are up on the chair. You're welcome to bring the bottom of the feet together. Just let the legs flop out. If you're on the wall, you're welcome to try that variation as well. You're welcome to stay anywhere you would like to with those legs. If your legs are up the wall and you'd like to add another variation, you're welcome to open those legs up. Let them glide down the wall. Let gravity assistance stretching those adductors, soften those knees. On your next exhale, grab the back of the knees wherever your legs are, bringing those knees to your chest. So whether you're on the chair up against the wall or no chair at all, just bring those knees up into the chest. Releasing that lower back. And letting those legs fall over to the left side of the body. Resting your hands on your ribs, turning your head and neck away from your knees. On your next exhale, bringing those knees back to center, squeezing them into your shoulders, rotating through the ankles. Change directions. And then let those legs fall to the right side of your body, turning your head and neck away from the knees, resting your hands on your ribs. Now, when you're ready, go ahead and roll onto the right side of your body, finding a comfortable position here, supporting your head and neck with your arm or a pillow. And on your next exhale, using that left arm, pushing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Slowly begin circling around. And change directions, change your feet. And coming center, shrug the shoulders up and around, pressing to the front, rounding out through the spine. And up and around, pressing out to the side. And up and around, pressing to the back. Big breath in, breathing in one for the mind, exhaling to the side. Breathing in one for the body, exhaling to the other side. And breathing in one for the spirit, bringing the hands heart center. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Have a great day.